Hello and welcome to my test cast, where I'll be doing a cast sent in by Galactic Fear. We'll start off with him. Standing in the back, Galactic Fear, Hadouken, No Pants, and Andy Rue representing the top team. And on team 2 we got Styre, Crotalis, speed this up a little bit here, Newton per square meter, or Newton as I'll probably be referring to him, and Kagaita, or just call him Kag, why not? Anyway, so Setons match, typical, it's like its own game, got about, 12,000 reclaim here in the center, a very key 12,000 actually. I mean, the games have been decided simply based on, like, if one person gets 7,500, one person gets 4,500, the mass provided to the other 3 players on their team can offset the entire game. It's actually kind of ridiculous how much it matters. At least, as far as development is concerned. It doesn't, necessarily make or break a game. But, man, have I had some games decided based on that alone. Anyway. So, let's see. We have Andy Rue bringing up a single engineer with him, the first engineer, and same with Kag. Meanwhile, I have their engineers building power generators, primarily, ignoring most anything else. Not seeing... okay, he's building a THAM, but I'm not seeing any artillery going from either side. Looks like both of them are ignoring early run-bys. No one's going to try and go through one side or the other. Looks like Andy Rue has given an engineer over to Galactic Fear as well. So I've seen a few of Galactic Fear's replays. He tends to play air guard, and he's really good at it. Also heard he was just a kid. I don't know if that one's true, though. I got Styre here, maybe getting in the back. Eco seem to be about the same. Well, can never really tell given the reclaim amounts. Oh, anyway. Let's see if it's the better of it here. Andy Rue going for the Salem Rex. Or at least mostly for the Salem Rex. See if he ends up spotting and killing this engineer. Yep, nothing to be gained.
Commander under attack.
Meanwhile, Galactic over here getting... no, he's getting spotted. Yeah, neither engineer is going to get too much. It's going to be mostly just down to the ACUs. And there's just this guy. This cheeky little fucker right here. Thinks he's some sort of big shot. Anyway, so we got Crotalis bringing a transport what appears to be directly to, well, here and somewhere else, but I don't think it's going to happen. Got an interceptor, found him out of blind luck. I guess he's just going to feel free to let the transport get shot down and decide to start building his navy there. On the other side of things, who is this? Newton. I guess he didn't have so much luck with his intercept, or with his transport as well. Not get to that silent island anytime soon. Wonder if No Pants is going to try and make a play for it instead. Because right now, he's got this thing pretty squared away. Hadouken starting a navy, and taking the side island. Let's go back to the center here. And you're really taking quite the beating from a few THAMs. They do as far as reclaim's concerned. 58 to 50. Okay, yeah, that's dead even right there. So there's nothing between the two teams. Now it comes down to how well they put themselves in eco, and it looks about the same. Andy Rue having less power than Kag. Let's see where's the power coming from. There's where the power's coming from. Of course, eventually this front player's team is going to have to provide the power for them for the most part. I don't know, maybe that's not the case with the pros. I'm only a 1000 myself, so I've only played, mid-level games. I just don't have what it takes to be a pro. Well, anyway, enough about me. Let's see here. Crotalis going T2, going power, ecoing hard, having a minimal but still existent navy, unlike his mirror Hadouken. was... Oh, wait, no, I'm wrong about that. Scratch it. I'm horrible. I'm so full of lies. Just stop listening to me. Anyway, so... No pants. No factory production. No love. Alright. Looks like Newton got his island secure for now. Little bombing runs coming from No Pants. Galactic still ecoing. As obvious, no planes yet to be produced. And the same be said for Styre. Yes, the same be said for Styre. Going for the typical 4 T2P gen route. And looks like Galactic is going RAS already, and yep, looks like so is Styre. And it looks like Galactic Fear is a little bit angry with No Pants. I have noticed that he has a tendency to be angry at people, referring to a lot of maneuvers as cancer maneuvers, among other things. To each their own. Anyway, up front. 3 T2 point defenses going up, as compared to Andy's 0. Does he have T2 on his comm? Yes, he does. He just appears to be a little behind on the PD creep game. Of course, Seraphim versus UEF. You know, UEF will always win a turtle war. But it does stand that Andy is a little behind on that. Wonder if it'll take shape. Or, what am I saying? Putting random words. Anyway. Wonder if it'll hurt in the long run. That's what I'm trying to get at. It looks like CAG has the center area. Andy couldn't really retreat into the water if some strat bombers showed up. Which could also really hurt him in the end. Also suffering in the mass game. Now what do they see here? They see no Navy on here. They have not scouted here. They have not looked for other possible routes in for drops. And I'm supposed to look at this shit right here. Okay. Start Navy, blah blah blah. Yeah, thanks. Now what does Team 2 see down here? They see T2 factory. They see that Hadouken has secured his island. And yeah, I guess they wouldn't really bother with drops up here. That's more of a I guess it's more of a noob Setons kind of thing. Pros will have that kind of thing locked down as soon as you could. But they do appear to be doing a lot of scouting up top now, finally. Talus already has a governor out. However, it looks like his factory's going down by a lot of frigates in T1, so it looks like Hadouken has done well to mass spam T1. However, I don't see any T2 here yet. It's all T1 compared to what appears to be a sole T2 factory with a decent amount of defensive capability to it. Probably going to end up turtling here mostly, while Red feels free to take over the center if he wants to do so. I've seen a lot of pros tend to bring out, you know, a few engineers over to the center and build some factories there, just in an attempt to choke out their their mirror. Anyway, so what do we got here? Got a Siren out, building another one, and a single T1 factory, both with several engineers, as opposed to already T3. Motherfucker. So this guy's already got T3 factories out. However, there's really not much else here, and it would appear that they've probably been scouted. Yes, it's been scouted. No Pants seems to be getting a lot of shit from his teammates. And what else? So T1 air factory. Is there a T2 air factory for this guy? No one's Aeon, so there's no Swift Winds. The UEF here. We got, what is it, Cybern Air? Okay. It's kind of weird deploying without a single Aeon. It's kind of fascinating. Anyway, so Galactic's got a few ASFs out, so does Styre. Is there a lot between them? How many are there? 12 in comparison to 15. So yeah, they're about even. They seem to be doing alright. So Andy is putting a big choke point here with playing with this whole beach thing to his advantage. Not having access to the beach, therefore you can't get any, what's the name of the hover tanks for the Seraphim. So they can't get any hover tanks here if you were to stay in the middle, walling it off. You can just bring them around. Or Zooies. Creating a massive choke point here, but I don't see him turtling all that much. What I do see is he's going the Riptide road. Whereas, looks like, okay, 2 factories going up to T2, got some Ilshivas coming out, otherwise Zooey and Engineer spam. Got some TMD up on both sides, I think, yep. Some over here. While Andy's perfectly content to sit back and not turtle too much, it looks like. I was going to say more like turtle in a way of having a lot of units. It's not really turtling noise. Alright. Sit back and eco, that sounds better. And now he's going RAS. Anyway, so we have a modest navy from Crotalis. Nothing looking to push. I mean, he has no destroyers on hand. It's just a few frigates and one submarine and a cruiser. Versus sub and frigate spam, mostly sub spam. This will easily take this out. And even more so now. Is he going to go T2 today? Yes, he is. And he's going with destroyers. So at this rate, Hadouken's going to... Oh, he's already got one out. Yeah. Cortalis is in a bit of trouble. Maybe. Depends on if he wants to start producing subs out of this factory. Or any of these factories, all of these factories. Siren, some Barracudas. It's a force to be reckoned with. Air and Navy. However, a single destroyer, not a single one, but destroyers could take that down, not too much of a problem. However, no Panthers. Not yet. Oh, he does have some now, Neptune class. I was going to say, did he really not build anything? But he has. Over here, not much to be said. Although, could do with a drop or so. There's only engineers. Could easily build a T1, but no actual otherwise defended positions. Looks like he's actually had himself scouted. Just a little scout here, just minding his own business. Alright, is that... How many of those are scout planes? 4 scout planes, a bunch of ASF. Not really flying patrol much, then again, neither of them are. Newton's trying to scout his opponent out, see what he's building, if he's building. Of course, it's ideal, given the fact that he has a T3 factory in what was it, like the first 5 minutes? Jeez. Let's see. What else is going on? Riptide's finally on the move. What are we at? It's down to +1. And see an actual naval incursion. Fine. This ought to be interesting. Looks like Hadouken's got the better of it so far. Letting his subs and destroyers do most of the work while Crotalis flees to his torpedoes, which he's hastily building several of, which is never really a good sign. Usually means you feel like you're screwed up in some way and you have to be able to hold the line. But you don't want to be in that position. But he has, what, 4 T1 torpedo launchers? Yeah. 3, no, 2, no. Almost 1, almost none. This does not look good. Crotalis may be forced to go full air. Ooh, speaking of air. Let's watch all the planes die. Galactic splitting his forces. Getting around the back, that's the idea here, and I think he's done a fine job of that. Forcing Steyr to retreat with what he has left and lose all of his torpedo bombers. This is a sad, sad day for Team 2. While Galactic Fear just taunts the team by reminding them that none of them have SAMs up. Except for this one, and maybe this except for these two. Look at that, that's a strap already. Do you have any more of them? Nope, just the one. Let's see what that does. It already has 4 kills on it. I think it was those engine... Nope, maybe not. Some engineers. Looks like there's hover tanks on both sides. Okay, so... Oh! Let's not miss this too. This is... quite important, I'm sure. Watch while Cag tries to outsmart some walls. See if he succeeds in the process. Get some more cinematic view in here. I don't see this enough in the casts. Oh, Andy, you're not doing so hot. Why is this flipping? Oh, we get to watch the boats fight too. Oh, this is gonna be a beautiful shot. Cinematography award. I'm still waiting for one. Top-down view. It looks like it's not looking too good for Andy Rue. I mean, if he had a couple triads up here, it might not be too scary, but really banking on those units making a difference. That's a Janus bombers too. Alright, so Crotalis is just... Oh, I was gonna say he was down and out, but that is an aircraft carrier. That is an Atlantis. If he goes the Atlantis route, maybe he can pull himself back in this one. Can't build any Tempests, as I said before, there's no Aeon. So that's out of the question. And the only experimental otherwise that would actually legitimately matter is the Atlantis. Nobody built a megalith for underwater purposes anyway. Galactic saves Andy. Go figure. After the defeat that Styre had, gives a Galactic the advantage to bring some air-to-ground units. And also, has anyone else dipped into the air game? It doesn't look like it. You know, you'd expect interceptors from the rock and beach sides, and those wouldn't really matter at this point in time, so one of them would have to go ASF production at this point, if they were to do that in the first place. But it appears that no one else but the rear guards have ASFs or have any plans to produce ASFs in the near future. Now we're 25 minutes in, and that seems to be kind of optimal time to build an experimental of sorts. Andy seems to be going on what I assume is the T3 upgrade. Yep. Does he have any plans for one of them? Radar, okay. I don't know. He doesn't really have the energy for it, though. He's only banking plus 437, unless... Styre? Nope. That's not Styre, it's Galactic. Hadouken, how much is he banking? He's going over by 2,000. And No Pants is going over by about 2,000 as well. So, I mean, Andy could build one, but, yeah, he'd go pretty slow. Besides, he's got other things to worry about. Now, on Cag's side, he's trying to help the Navy out, so I don't think he'd be trying to build an experimental for a little while. I guess there are. I mean, what am I kidding? The Atlantis is an experimental. But as for land experiments, I don't see anything quite yet. Is Galactic gonna try anything? Doesn't seem like it. Not yet. Up here we have some Barracudas. Who's that from? That's from Newton. Up against... How many summits is that? 2 summits? Feel free to take some long-range artillery fire, don't you, Cybern? Alright, mixing units, eh? Looks like he's got some UEF in there as well. See a T3 Cybern, T3 UEF gifted over from who's the UEF around here? So Crotalis. Gifting over units, giving factories. How dare they? So it looks like this place is pretty well defended at this point. Kagita has 4 T2 torpedo launchers, 3 TMD, a couple of flackers, some engineers, and some hover tanks here. So yeah, this place is starting to look pretty formidable. I don't know how much damage these things tend to do to other ships, though. I don't know if it acts like a T3 sub-hunter or what. Well, doesn't act like anything if it dies. That is one hell of a lot. Ooh, it's going after Tag. Let's see if this actually makes it. I tend to have a good idea of how much it takes. Yeah, he's got a strat or two following it. That doesn't look like it's enough. Let's see. What does he have? He has 8 broadswords. I don't usually see that very often. 101 ASFs, 5 spy planes, 21 torp bombers, and some gunships. So no strats. Or, wait, I didn't press Control A. Yeah, no strats. Steyr, what does he have? 115, so not much less. But doesn't have anything else really, just some torp bombers, only 8 of them. So as far as air-to-air goes, Galactic is barely in the lead, but as far as air-to-ground goes, Galactic is doing far better. Which is very bad news for Newton and Crotalis. He's going to need some sort of major win to stay in this one. He loses all his air now, it's just over. Gagita going for some form of upgrade. Maybe it's Nano. No, it wouldn't be Nano, would it? Yeah, Nano's a metal thing. No point. Probably going T3. That's Strat Missile Defense. Doesn't have the energy to handle it, though. Anything here? Doesn't look like it. Is there Strat Defense? Are there nukes in this game yet? Let's check that. Let's click on the right person first. 16 hives, no. I don't see any here. Let's check the whole thing. 9 air factors, and here's some strat defense, just the one. And it has 0, but it's coming up on 1. Galactic, he is in possession of a nuke launcher with 0 nukes in it, but still a nuke launcher nonetheless. And I don't think anyone else has dipped into this game yet, have they? He has strat defense. Lucan does not, as it seems at the moment. Doesn't really have a whole lot of defensive infrastructure here at all. Just looks like only his eco. And not much else, right? No flak, no anything. A nuke.
Strategic launch detected.
Okay. Good timing on that one, I guess. Where's it going? Right after Andy Roo has... no, he's screwed. Just got that finished, too. That is going to go explode. Now, why am I not watching this seafaring battle engage? Bunch of hover tanks going after seafaring units. Ooh, a Fat Boy is done, and it might just explode. This is interesting. Nope, not even close. But that's gonna hurt. Brings him down to what, 84? I don't know what he was at before that, but he seems to be stockpiling plenty of mass. Just gifted over his units to no pants, I think, unless he already did that before. Can these torps hit? Nah, I don't think they bother for it. Can they hit the Riptides? Nope, they cannot attacks. I mean, look at... Oh, yeah, that's right. They're not under the water, they're skimming over it. I think it's the Siren T2 amphibious that'll get hit because it goes underneath. It's completely useless and down there, I think, unless it has really shitty torpedoes. Gita feeling free to just sit in Protoss's base upgrading. And he should. I mean, really the only thing he's got right now is his Fat Boy. And a lot of air cover. But if there's no response, then this will die. Like this entire front. Actually, I mean, this thing can roll through everything if there's no response to it. Of course, that kind of applies to anything and everything in this game. It's like saying, you know, whoever scores more goals in soccer wins. It kind of just becomes redundant. Anyway, so there are a lot of point defense here, not that matter. What it really needs is an experimental zone just for line defense. Or maybe some RD, or who knows. A lot of units just to charge it. Do they know it's coming? That's an important question. Well, they have a signature, but they don't really know that it's an arc. Although, if you were paying attention, which is incredibly hard to do in a game like this, you would know. However, you can't mistake something like that. Nothing else fires like that. I mean, the Summit is the next closest thing. Speaking of which, holy shit, we are missing a genocide. One that brings even my computer into the negatives. It's kind of difficult to do. Maybe it's the recording software. But it looks like Steyr has lost yet another air engagement. Which leaves him with 159 versus 41. That is an insane advantage Galactic has, on top of already having all of this air-to-ground stuff. And some T2 transports, which I'm not really sure what the purpose behind those are. Although I'd love to see a couple ghetto gunships. You can never have enough ghetto gunships. Even at a point like this where it's almost entirely useless to have them. It's kind of more a taunt maybe at this point. That's no passes Atlantis. Know it's there. They should know it's there. I don't think they've bothered sending a response. Then again, it's not like they immediately get that. This Fat Boy already has 10 kills to its name, and a lot of them just structural. Probably push all the way through here before Kagita puts up a response. Actually, is there a response going up?
Strategic launch detected.
Probably not. If that's from Galactic Fear, I would assume this next nuke is probably going to go straight for the Fat Boy. Clearly they know about it. Okay, what does he expect to accomplish with this? Just like, you know, let's just sit out at the front and, yeah. I do think it is a good time for a picnic, don't you? You know, I love staying in the middle of Setons. Okay, never mind. So this is going after Crotalus, who has an anti-nuke with him, so there's really no reason to have shot it there. Boop. Alright, so where should we focus next? Here we go. The everlasting struggle. as the summits wail on the summits and, or not, it's the galaxies. In a struggle that 9 to, or 10 to 1 will go in the summit's favor. Hence the range is greater for one, and I think the damage is as well. I'm not sure what galaxies have over the summits, if they have anything at all. Oh, they have torpedoes. But generally, since these are practically artillery guns, why bother? And of course, these are
strategic launch
on
detected.
The opposite side of galactic fears. Torpedo bombers. It's just not going to end well. However, Styre sees this as an opportune moment to destroy every single last torpedo bomber, and I think Gallus is going to let him do it. This is going after me? Of all things. Interesting. I guess there's really not all that much you can do about Andy Rue unless you can nuke his comm. He's just going to keep building Fat Boys, but otherwise he really doesn't have much he can do. He's out-ecoed by a long shot. And looks like he's entering the air game. Maybe, if nothing else, the scouting game. Which is always useful. So how much is that? It's 27 times 5, which is about 135, I think? Yeah. So he lost 135 mass per tick. Does that really affect him? Yes, it does, kind of. And he's got one hell of a stockpile already, but I'm just not sure that's going to hurt him much in the long run. I mean, he's already going out to rectify the issue. You would think the nuke itself costs more. I mean, how much does a nuke cost per shot? Using a 40 mass per second just to load it really, really slowly. I mean, what is it? Like, don't engineers lower the cost because they're using? Yeah, I don't know. I was never much for using nukes. So we got broadswords here of all things. Not a common occurrence over the rank of 500. Usually when playing noob games you'll find that people go only broadsword, they won't even build ASF. I think we all had those moments when we first started playing Supreme Commander. I mean, I know I did. You just kind of turtle until you can get broadswords, and you bring broadswords to your enemy and just wipe everything out. Because they didn't think to build flak. Oh, those were fun days. Anyhow, so we're entering kind of a stalemate on the top. I guess it's already been a stalemate, but maybe a slow push from no pass. Get a view from both sides' perspectives under the shields. Yeah, it does not look like a pretty sight. You got air cover over there. Plenty of shielding. Excuse me while I yawn. Versus what appears to be a lack of shields, mostly. I mean, this one just went down. There's just not as much shielding, not as much infrastructure here. Against, on this side, the middle. So you got whaling on Team 2 down here, you got whaling on Team 2 down here, you got... I'm not sure where this is gonna go. You got some Atlantis, you got a lot of T3 battleships. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce the Seraphim names. I can hardly pronounce real words, never mind fake ones. He's just building those like nothing else. we got UEF here as well. So there are going to be summits everywhere. We've already got a couple here, not really doing anything. Kind of just being summity. No, I'm not very funny today. There we go. Finally a response. After the 46 kill mass murder genocide, finally have a response. That is a chicken. That is a glorious sight. Maybe I'll take a look from the other side of things. The imperialist march continues. Take a look at that in about 10 seconds. Broadswords attacking Hogan. Or not Hogan, but hover units on the same team. Okay. Flak going up here. The Fat Boy doing what it does best, running away and shooting its enemies. This must be one intense game. My processor's much better than this. I mean, hell, this game's running at -2. This is unreal. Okay, watch the spinning disc. Oh, okay, fine. I thought you were going to put on some sort of light show. Galactic Fear bringing in more Torp bombers. Is there going to be a response from Star? Okay, yes, there's definitely a response. This was a suicide run. I'm with you guys. This is your time. No World War III stories. No more. However, Star may have been a little overzealous in taking them out. Looks like Galactic Fear was using him as bait. I mean, he's all over the place. Uncoordinated. This does not look good for Homestar Runner. Yeah, this software must be playing hell with my performance. There's no way I've ever run it -4 otherwise. And I'm running at like a i7 4770K at 3.9. This is absurd. Anyway. Oh. Why am I leaving? And for the... was it the third time Steyr loses an ASF battle? It's kind of hard to come back from them though, as you clearly can see. It's 338 to what? 50? 72? Galactic's looking for mass. What's he looking at?
Strategic launch detected.
He's looking at crazy-ass numbers all over the place. Steyr sitting equally as weird. Numbers jumping everywhere because no mass equals using up less energy. Numbers will jump everywhere. There's a lot of reclaim to be had. That also reminds me. What's the reclaim look like? Andy versus Cags, like 46,000 to 50,000. $46 to 50. Hadouken 6,000 versus Crotalis at 83,000. Jeez. Newton at 41,000 and really mass inefficient. Jeez. That's not going to be helped by this as well. It's losing not only its mass, but maybe the fact. No, not that. Nope. No, he's just in a real tight spot. And No Pants is sitting at 58,000. Again, not that much between them. So, anyway. Sorry, got a little distracted there for a second. Newton commenting on his favorite types of activities. And not much progress being gained on either side. Now these hover tanks here, which just don't seem to be countered very well. He's only got destroyers and battleships out. You don't see much in the way of anything that's actually willing to take these things down. You've got to have like some frigate spam, or on the air side you'd have to have some gunships or something like that, but it looks like Styre's just, dominating the air game over here. Some Galactics want to gauge how few of these there are. But his teammate loses ships. No biggie. Here we have... Is that Styre over there? No, it's just one of his SACUs. Feeling free to reclaim the battlefield while his teammates fight it out. Although he's had to enter the naval game as well. This is not so much about entering the air game as it is about just the naval game. I apologize for not checking up with the chicken, but if the fat boy runs away quick enough, it's game over. I wonder if he's going to start using the factory, or if he's been using the factory to pump out these units, or if he's just relying on the older factories. Yeah, it looks like the older factories. Older, other, whatever. Styre creating some harms. Definitely an effective strategy. The problem is he might not be able to get it finished and really close to these things. But it is nice to see them going on. Those things are powerful bastards. If they can get a shot off. Look how much do these things do per barrage? I don't even know what it's like. Oh, engineers, yes, that's definitely one hell of a target to bring up. Dude, nearly done with a Scathis. Da fuck. No wonder he's losing the naval game. And no wonder he was using up so much mass in the first place. That is a Scathis. That is in fact a Scathis. That isn't a fuck you, I win machine. In a lot of cases. Actually, what is its range? It's not finished yet, so... Over here it's practically useless, but over here, if you can prevent a snipe, if you can get it maybe just over here, that'll win you the middle at least. I mean, if he didn't have any of these units, if this was to be nuked as is, could Newton bring in his current fleet and take out the rest of this and everything else? My guess is still no, which tells me that he's really in a rough spot. Also, I mean, where else could you put the Scathis? If you're looking, what else could it be in range of? Galactic is quite depressed. I don't know. do except for the fight in the Navy. I mean, obviously, that's the reason he made it. Meanwhile, Hadouken is slowly but surely winning his side. Both Team 1 teams are winning his side, and shit, what have I missed? What I missed is the creation of a bunch of point defense when I was scaring off of a fat boy weapons. It looks like a bunch of hopper tanks. That chicken moving up into his face. That appear also be missing. What else is my missing? A bunch of strap bombers. I wonder where that's going after. Apparently nothing, obviously, but there's 12 of them. Looks right for a, well, looks right for a snipe. The hell? Crotal's brought up satellites? Ugh. Has 2 goddamn satellites up. Kinda wanna see what he does with them. I mean, that's his primary air factory is unshielded. Can you I don't know if you can control what these things attack. I guess you must be able to if you can blow up power like that. I assume that must be the primary target. Yeah, he's going after his eco. And knowing the rear guard, every power plant is necessary. Storage is missed. Well, you don't stop ecoing, ever. It's not like you can cap out. You always gotta build more T3 power plants so you can build air even faster, and faster, and faster. And it just doesn't end. This game will never end. Or so it feels like. Now it's 1.7 megabytes. Now that's a huge replay, but I don't know how long it's gonna go. Let's see, we got some SAMs going up in the center. So you can never be too careful. What's this heavy shield generator? Another one. Now the Fat Boy seems to be turning the tide. Chicken! Go underwater. Or something. Just take it right up the side of the base. Bam! Get distracted as soon as you walk on the surface. Because, you know, it's just gonna be how it is. 4 anti-nukes there. The scav is done. And I guess we might as well just stay there. I wonder if this is gonna be one of those replays where there's a nuke that's launched and there's without a place where there's some sort of protection, and we just watch Galactic or Star bring all their ASFs right over the nuke lands, and the nuke lands on one of the ASFs. Star, did you read what I typed? I gotta figure out what he typed. I can't focus on it or we lose. SU tells him to kill the Fat Boy because this Fat Boy is going to destroy both of them. 3 of them, maybe? No, there's only 2. However, yes, Fat Boys are beautiful artillery units. Speaking of beautiful things, this formation, these strats, that explosion. Crotal seems to recognize the strats. Because he's flying. Kagita is pissed. What was he going after? And there's another one. serious issue. That's quite the understatement. Got some ping going on here. Of course, what are they going to be able to do about it? Oh, Galactic. I expected better from you. You're just going to let all your strats die. Or are you just going to... Or was that just bait? I mean, you could have baited with a lot less, but... I don't judge much. Yeah, I totally do. Get some strats out of Styre as well.
Strategic launch detected.
I'm assuming it's for
Strategic launch detected.
I know we're gonna play nukes. Kageta expresses his displeasure. Styre even says he has a nuke in his own. Oh boy. A Yolana Os. One that has been pinged. One that I'm going to assume that Galactic... No, he does not know about it. I think Galactic might have been the one who pinged it. It's Yolana time. So that's what this game is going to be. We got two nukes. Where are they going for? Can't really keep your eye on it. Can't honestly expect to not have nuke defense. You only had one, so it's one nuke down.
Strategic launch detected.
Okay, so that's another one. And he... Oh. So he's just destroying all of his main base. That's the idea. Where was the nuke defense? Okay, not about to be any numbers. That's kind of like I can tell you. Got it. Was he scouting that? Did you really use the nuke to scout how many nuke defenses he had? Curious to see how many nuke defense everyone has. Two of them here. They have 3 and 2 apiece. That protects Galactic Fear from most everything. You know, you got a nuke from any of the players really. That's Galactic's pretty safe unless he gets attacked by boat on the sides. Well, I've already figured out how not safe everyone is on this side. These are some successful nukes. It does not look good for Team 2 or Homestar Runner. And the war rages on. See how Hadouken is just unable to break this. The force of both Kag and Crotalis. It's quite the stalemate. Actually, yeah, he's not gonna break this now. It's got 2 arms on it. Look how much that hurts. Look at it! T3 sub under went down like it was nothing. Meanwhile, this is one that will probably be broken unless there's more harm made. Yeah, it's getting pretty desperate over there. Yeah. If that spam didn't say anything else, it said that's pretty desperate. Of course, if you can get them all up, that would be an interesting force to reckon with. Granted, you could just, hit them all at range, but get something like this. Those are strats. Strats are harmful. Strats suck. Strats hurt. Summit classes do not like strats. This one has 55 kills. Dr. Seuss once went to Solace Salute. Another, you know, interesting facts. Let's point out a couple more. This base is being overrun. His eco is being destroyed. These are a lot of fabrication plants. Andy Rue has a bunch of O's in his name and is also kicking a lot of ass right now. And also appears to be having power issues. Or it wasn't power issues, it was I'm getting hit a lot issues. Actually, what is hitting him anyway? Oh, it's the summit classes. Yeah, Fat Boy can outrange most land units, but summit classes are a bit of a different story. So its max range is the Fat Boy, which means the Fat Boy is it's about maybe 2/3 the effective range of a summit class. And also, I'm under the impression that the summit class can run away from such an attack. Probably should not have done a cast like this so late at night. That is a balls ton of factories. Amazing, yep, all producing riptides. Yes, he almost entirely gave up on the naval game, of course. He has to divert some of these to finish off this Fat Boy, and ideally the rest of his forces, since both Fat Boys are down. Does he have any more? I wonder how it would work out if Andy brought all of these persons down and through to one of these two bases. Actually, I think you could do a drop on personals over here, where a Continental or a couple of Starlifters in. You could do some serious damage. Take out all these. Potentially walk in and destroy a Scathus. Which has a bunch of 83s around it. How much do 83s protect? And 1 ED4. So ED4s have 13,000. I believe it goes up in increments of 3,000, right? Almost. So if these go 13,000. It's 4%, so that's probably 10,000 apiece. So these Scathus is protected by 50,000, 63,000 approximately. Explosion! SAC, nothing to worry about. You know, 50 minutes in and everyone's still alive. There's something to be said for that. And you're really getting even more reclaim, more than it can handle, looks like. Galactic Fear, I'm guessing, is more than happy to use it and go into a power stall. Potential power stall. It's currently upgrading support command units. With what exactly? Does he already have one on this one? No. This is... Can they teleport? And sensor... Yes, they can teleport. See, 3,800 these things produce. 200 on their own. Cap reach for Galactic Fear. Now he is going to create some teleporting ACUs. He's already done something about that, hasn't he? No, wait. That's Crotalus. Although, something awesome is going to happen here. And I'm just going to miss him entirely. Oh, this Yona Oss. That's either going to make or break Team 2 because they're just not going to win anywhere else. I mean, you look at this. You're looking at what is approximately, let's see, a pawn or 2 pools. It looks like that's, you know, you clump it together, it's about 25% map patrol apiece. There's 25 here, maybe about 15 here, plus this. what's that? It's 65% map control. On top of that, they can't being able to fire upon a lot of this ground here. It's more like 70% now, so adds a lot of T1 PD going up. Not sure it's going to make much of a difference. There's no Fat Boys or any T4 in the mix, but the Duke going online. Damn. It's going to be like an artillery yelling at us. Nuke. Other various game enders all going on at once. The Scath is taking an odd position here while its guns glitch out and fire from below the floor. Why not? It's already an FU machine, might as well continue to fuck with my mind. Either that or it's just the drugs kicking in, not really sure which. So, Hadouken's not going to be able to break this, and he's actually losing ground now. Lost a factory. Lost... No, he hasn't lost it yet, but it's only Team 1. Lost a factory, lost some battleships, lost a lot of ground, and this is a big reclaim for Team 2. It's not so much about pushing them all the way back here, but if you can get all of this reclaim out, which it appears that Cortalis is doing a hell of a job doing right now. I mean, how much reclaim does he have? 178,000 climbing, like nothing else. I mean, that's what? We're on -1, so... that's about 400 reclaim a second. Get closer to 600. Scout, please, yes. So scout. They can break this. Especially if you don't know if there's something going online over here. Are they creating a Yolana Ost? Are they creating anything worthwhile? Do they have any extra nukes we don't know about? I don't see much of anything important or game ending going up here except with this Duke. And this utterly insane amount of HD pulse shield gens. How much do these do per thing? Per shield, how much is that? It's got T3 up. This is actually pretty powerful, right? 15,000, yeah. I think all T3 shields are like that. So all that fighting over here goes Team 2's way in the end. At this point for them it's not about winning, it's about not losing. I guess the same goes for the mid, which doesn't look so hot. It's also the turtling mentality, but at this point in time, you just want to survive long enough for your game ender to actually matter. Which reminds me, how's the game ender doing? Game ender's doing okay. How much have you reclaimed then? 112,000. Decent, but Crotalis has got you beat. And you realize everyone beat. Well, you have 112,000. How's everyone else doing? Newton has 94,000. It's not bad, really. Kagita, 125,000. Styre, 194. Galactic, 139. Do I leave no pants? No, I don't think I left him anywhere. Actually, they have the same amount, that's why. So these two have the least amount of reclaim, but everyone has at least enough to build a Scathus. Something with 2 Scathus. Scathi. Because screw gun placement, right? The Duke is online now. Well, first of all, do they know about the Yolana Ost? Yes, they do. Can the Duke attack the Yolana Ost? No, it can't. But it can get everything else. Okay, most everything else. Like, basically, you can't take down Styre's main base. Although if you just decide to take a round right there, you could probably blow up the SACU and some of the very, very pointless things to blow up because you got all this stuff here to blow up as well. Now, what else do we have? We have the Crotalus' satellites wreaking havoc. 31 kills, 21 kills, and 10. So that's about 60, 62. Just took out the missile defense. Maybe, well, you know, he's about to do it in a second here. This does not have that kind of range, I don't think. He still has 2 more. But this one doesn't have anything, and this one also doesn't have anything. Speaking of things that are done, the first nuke is ready. They're gonna nuke. No doubt about it.
Strategic launch detected.
Nope, they are going after Andy Rue. Andy Rue has more than enough Setons defense. 7 of them, so he can take down 3 Yolans. Of course, he'll be able to take 4 by the time they actually hit him. So this is just kind of a waste of time, really. Man, look at that thing just produce. Look how fast it's going. It's insane. Steyer's just in awe of it. Can't even actually assist the production. However, okay, so what? No pants. You are looking at 3, 6 plus nothing plus nothing. So you can take down 3 Ionas. So this is oh, that bad. Just use 3 antis to protect from that. Well, I guess that's the way of things. Hadouken is about to die. Hadouken is not about to die. You just, why? Why you do this? You could have just killed him. Potentially. He just doesn't want to do it. Could have just taken out this as well.
Strategic launch detected.
He's got other things in mind. That's never gonna work, Crotalus. Do you realize what you're up against? Those things could fire forever. Perhaps. Oh, okay, I'm completely wrong about this. He has no power at all. That is a very, very bad thing. He's got 19 of those, so 19 times 400. 8,000.
Strategic launch detected.
Takes about half his energy, but... Come on, you know that's not gonna do anything. They're just gonna keep firing on his base until he loses it. But he's gonna be able to take out at least 2 more. Right? No, okay, at least 1 more. Can't you just go over here and be like, hey, this
Strategic launch detected.
I'm taking this out, and then I'll go over here and take this out, maybe even this. No, you can't take that out.
Strategic launch detected.
But what is he gonna do? He's gonna go after the Duke again. What's the Duke have for kills? 3 kills, not all that much. give them one thing, if nothing else. That is a hell of a placement. Nope, it's not gonna do it, Electric. Why would you even try something like that? You stupid, stupid man. You might get him next time, because this is just not going up fast enough. Andy. Use your mass effectively. You only have one here. And you have nothing in here, but you're very close. There you go. Send all your drones after it. Send everything you have after it, because this won't last. This match is going to go on
Strategic
forever.
launch detected.
I mean, this one's not going to... Ooh, Kutawa start Mavor. Mavor. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, he says... Now, where's he going to start it? Over here, I take it? He says armored command.
Strategic launch detected. Strategic launch detected.
Look at all these strategic... Oh, shit. There's 3 of them from here?
Strategic launch detected.
Oh, boy. If he seriously just manages to only take out all of his anti-nukes with the Yolanos, and that's just it? Nope. I've only seen, what, it's like 2 nukes land? There we go. Gotawas, attack what's vulnerable. And maybe
Strategic
you make
launch
the rest of it
detected.
vulnerable while you're at it. Wait, did he seriously not go after Andy? So, looks like... What was it? Kagita just said that he can't break Andy. So he's gonna fire elsewhere. So he tries this, right? It works. But Andy's out of anti-nukes. Like, right now you could fire at me and he'd die. You put a nice little nuke face right here or right here and everything's just dead. You don't have a large window for this. Are they gonna fire it at Andy or what? I mean, Steyer even said, you know, keep shooting there or you're dead, but... Ugh. I don't know.
Strategic launch detected.
Okay, is this one going after them? Okay, this one's going after him. This one's going to actually... Oh boy. Talk about crazy ass timing. This is gonna be close. And there's one in here. Is it in range? Maybe not. Okay, well that one's ready. That's just good for that for now. Move this one back here. Basically, all Andy's doing right now is
Strategic launch detected.
nothing but strategic launches and a lot of offers. That is one of who's Newton. Oh, that's right, that's his base. Okay, I thought it was like a tele-ACU or whatever it was. Because I know he had one of those, right? The air game doesn't even matter anymore. Nobody's even trying. It's just all nukes all day. And...
Strategic launch detected.
Steyer is not giving up hope that he will break Andy, and he's right. He's very right. I just don't know why Andy's still staying in his base at this point. I mean, yes, it's ideal to keep it, but this is an anti-nuke battle. There are a total of... Oh, one actually landed. There are a total
Strategic launch detected.
How many anti-nukes? 5. 0, 0, 0, 0. He might as well have none of them. Let's see if this one actually lands, and... And there goes Andy Rue's bottom part of the base, but it still didn't take out the Duke. That thing's probably got a few more shots left in it. How many kills did it get? 15. Depends on what the 15 kills were. It may have paid for itself. Probably not. Unless they can take out this Yona Haas, then I don't know why isn't it firing. If they can take this out, then
Strategic launch detected.
the game will be on maybe equal footing. I don't know. Maybe if they took out Andy Rue's base entirely, like if they killed Andy Rue, and then Team 1 kills off the anti-nuke. No. Or it kills off the Yona Haas, not the anti-nuke. I don't know. At what point will Team 2 be able to level the playing field with Team 1? Because, I mean, with Galactic, everything seems to be, you know, a bit further ahead than Steyer. Yeah, you got the teleporting SCUs somewhere. I don't know where they are. Do these things have... Oh, shit. Gross. Look at that. Everything just disappears. Including the Duke.
Strategic launch detected.
What a horrifying way to end this. Now, let's see. He has not had an anti-nuke for a while. Had them all blown up by the, Quintal's satellites, which are still doing a pretty amazing job at being assholes. Now, what's Gala doing? Gala is building a Yona Haas, however slowly. Now, do they have... That's not their team. Do they have visual on it? Yes, they do have visual on it. Did anyone care to ping it, though? I mean, just because you have a visual on it at one point doesn't mean anyone actually took the time to notice it. I mean, they are pros, though. I'm sure they'll know. I'm sure they'll notice. Yep, they noticed. Andy's leaving for a while. I've seen a few of his replays. That's not a very uncommon thing from what I understand. I'm surprised no
Strategic launch detected.
In the pool yet. Guess it's not really a safe place to be. How many nukes are there between these guys? But that wouldn't tell me anything. So you're at 1, 2, 3, 3, and there's one there. Shots, that's 4. Okay, why would you do that?
Strategic launch detected.
Oh, it's not here. It's here. It's becoming a game of can you out-nuke the nuke defense?
Strategic launch detected.
It's not from the Yolana, yeah, it's from the Yolana. Where is it going? I don't know. I'm gonna guess here. It doesn't even need a nuke. Okay, that was taken out over here. Hindsight's 20/20, but I think that it brings in
Strategic
2 more.
launch detected.
Does he have any more outside of this? He has 1. Is he going to actually launch it, though? Galactic Fear, listen to this guy. I want to make a second Yolana Os. For fuck's sake.
Strategic launch detected.
This is gonna be insane. This is a game of out-nuking the nuke defense. They keep going off. They keep failing. What's the nuke success rate? Probably like 15%? Let's see. They took out the ones over here.
Strategic launch detected.
Okay. I'm guessing it just got finished. Nope. Wow. Maybe it's not gonna be attention. Nope, it's still down here. That one just had it finished. Lucky bastard. So many SAC, or so many SMD. Towers and satellites may be a redeeming part of this. However, they just don't feel it necessary to nuke the guy who's destroying your own naval side. I mean, I don't see any nukes going over here.
Strategic launch detected.
If you can't just cripple this guy, at least send one over here, or take out all those factories. Do something. Or just let him win the Navy. He's gonna keep pounding this infrastructure until it dies.
Strategic launch detected.
And now we have the only Oz from Galactic Fear, who's actually, I'm gonna hand it to them. They survived this bombardment of Yolana, only to produce their own.
Strategic launch detected.
Scathis is what is it? Going after Styres. No, it's not Styres, but much like it doesn't have. Where is it sitting? I already lost track, but there it is. Not really anything. So here we have what a sight. Like 2 Yolas going right against each other.
Strategic launch detected.
I was given a cinematic view, but I tried. It's defeated. Oh boy, that one actually landed. So did that. wasn't even the Iona. Oh. What? No. Okay, he was there. That one landed. What?
Strategic launch detected.
What the hell just happened?
Strategic launch detected.
I don't even know what just happened. Was it another one of those I suicided all my planes? No, all those planes are there. Rest in peace, scats. Looking at this, I'm going to guess that...
Strategic launch detected.
Yeah, this game is... I'm going to call it... I mean, I'm going to watch it to the end, but... I don't think that, Team 2 is going to have a chance here. Granted, they built the Illinois and already launched, what, 20 nukes?
Strategic launch detected.
It's going to be my nightmare sound. I'm just going to go to sleep, and all I'm going to hear is that lady's voice. Time and time again. Strategic launch this, strategic launch that. Nukes going everywhere. Nuke defense trying its best they can.
Strategic launch detected.
The power of destruction is outweighed by the power of... wait, no.
Strategic launch detected.
The power of protection is outweighed by the power of destruction.
Strategic launch detected.
It would have sounded about 50% cooler if I said it right the first time. But no. Is this finally going to break through? This one's going to be countered by that. This one...
Strategic launch detected.
By that. Unless, of course, it lands right here, in which case... I don't think there's any counter. Nope, still a counter.
Strategic launch detected.
Galactic and Cag. All one word. Are apparently having some sort of argument here. Friendly argument. Satellite's feeling free to take out anything that doesn't have a shield over it. Which, thanks to them in itself, is very little. That's gonna take out the nuke defense. No, it's not.
Strategic launch detected.
Although it came very close to doing so. Actually,
Strategic launch detected.
if it wasn't for this SACU, that's a 7 out of 7.
Strategic launch detected.
That is a saving grace right there for any potential attacks. Just gonna need that.
Strategic launch detected.
I can't keep track of all these things. That one goes down. How many are there left? I mean, seriously. There's one here. There's clearly not one here. At least none that are completed. Now I have the hiccups.
Strategic launch detected.
And more Yonaos is going off. Neither of them show any sign of being killed anytime soon. Just building nothing but strat missile defense and nukes for the nukes god. For the nuke gods.
Strategic launch detected.
I'm gonna have to try this again when it's not 3:30 in the morning.
Strategic launch detected.
Things are auto switching on and off. Was that? Are they all running that mod? That doesn't have to force them to manually stop and pause things so you can out the maximum output of energy. So you don't energy stall, so you can have it more. Holy shit! Another Illinois. I guess. Well, he did say he was going to do that. How much mass does he have, though? Yeah, he's doing all right. How much does it cost by default to build one of these? 37 minutes. The SACU. I can't tell because they're not both doing it. I could have done some math on that one.
Strategic launch detected.
We're about to compare stats here. Let's see. So there's 532 on that one, and there's 101.
Strategic launch detected.
I wonder whatever happened with those teleporting SACUs. Around the Mayborn. Oh, they built it? Oh boy. They in fact built it. Population, you don't have any. Why don't you just give your point defense to Andy Rue? He's got plenty of population just sitting there. I don't know how long they
strategic launch detected.
This, I mean, what? There's okay, there's 4 in here. There's 2 in there. It's 3 so far. There's also okay, there's nothing there.
Strategic launch detected.
These guys are in a much worse spot. There's 3 here. 0, 0, 0. This is insane.
Strategic launch detected. Strategic launch detected.
Looks like the Illinois is, not the Illinois, Kagami has 29 mass. And since he's running the Illinois, oh boy, Andy Rue's going all out. It wasn't already bad news before. Yeah, it's really bad now. No one seems to have the eco to handle it. Steyer's got 463, but Crotalis is sitting on 74. And a lot of
strategic launch detected.
Okay, he's sitting and the Mavor is complete. That sticks out.
Strategic launch detected. Strategic launch detected. Strategic launch detected.
There's 1 in here.
Strategic launch detected.
You gotta be kidding me. How many are there?
Strategic launch detected.
I think I'm sinking mass into the Mavor the whole time. And now that it's complete, it may not even get a single shot off. Nothing. Just nothing. Game over. Just lost the Mavor that he completed not 20 seconds ago. That is horrifying. if I feel about this.
Strategic launch detected.
Well, if it didn't die before, it'll definitely die now. Okay, this time the Mayboard definitely died. And so did its wreckage. This is a very sad day. For Team 2. I just don't see them coming back from this.
Strategic launch detected. Strategic launch detected.
Oh boy, they lost it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, of course, this is one of those obvious facts.
Strategic launch detected.
That whoever loses the Yolana Oz first loses the game. Kind of. I mean, no. There's just no way back from this. How are they expected to come back from something like this? I mean, Galactic Fear has these Yonas out, has one out already, and is about to finish his second one.
Strategic launch detected. Strategic launch detected.
In the words of TA for life, in the beginning, you underpromise and overdeliver, and in the end, you blame your allies. Control K has been launched. I don't know. I've forgotten how to words today. This I don't imagine is going to stick around much longer. Actually, if Karen left and full share is off, that's just gone. Nope, that's on. Not that it really mattered. But that's just not going down. That's just been completed.
Strategic launch detected.
Double YOLO is right. Double YOLO indeed. The most pointless megalith in existence has gone up. We'll call it T4PD. A turtler's dream. And it's really their only line of defense against this spam that Chester. We're going back to Tech 1 play an hour and 17 minutes into this game. What a shame. Here we go, back to Tech 3 stuff.
Strategic launch detected.
Overkill is my favorite kind of kill. And let's see.
Strategic launch detected.
You know, you can never do without a regular nuke here and there.
Strategic launch detected.
You ever think a team where they built a Yolana Oz first and still managed to lose? Hardly get any nukes off. What, they managed
Strategic launch
to blow
detected.
up Andy Aru's base once. They didn't really even try to go after Hadoken. Just kind of let him win. Didn't do much else with it. And they allowed him to win the pond. Actually, both of them. Both seas were taken by Team 1. I mean, you just don't come back from something like that unless you have some ridiculous telemaser on it. Or, you know, Yolana Oz, some form of game ender that can take out a commander, and again, it's not on full share. Or you just get really lucky. Well, Galactic, I have the CPU for it. Throughout most of the match.
Strategic launch detected.
Granted, I'm a little too tired to cast this one effectively. He's building a third Yolana Oz. Really? Okay, now you're just fucking with him. This is still up, right? Yeah.
Strategic launch detected.
Yeah.
Strategic launch detected.
Everything has...
Strategic launch detected.
I can't even...
Strategic launch detected.
I can't even talk over you, fucking asshole. Anyway, so... everything's shielded. Everything has an inordinate amount of strat missile defenses. Okay, these two don't even have actual nukes defense in them, but still, there's a lot of them. Your enemy can't know that. Your thoughts? Yes, I do have thoughts. I think that at 3, coming up on 4 in the morning. No, it's been past 4. That wouldn't happen anymore. But yeah, okay, so we got 2 Yolana Hosses, and we're coming up on the 3rd one, just because. Why not? It does have the word YOLO in it.
Strategic launch detected.
How many of these are there left? 1 here, 1 here, no, 0 there, 1 here. So there's still got at least 1 more left in it. Okay, now there's 1 in here, 0 here, 0 there.
Strategic launch detected.
Do they have any more? 0 here, 6 in here, but is it in range? Yeah, that Yolana is just not going down for some time.
Strategic launch detected.
So this thing's got about something 8, 9, 8, 7, probably about 8 by that time he actually breaks it. So you can probably get about 3 or 4 or 5 more Yolana defenses before you eventually crumble that one. Or if he decides to bring in the SACU defenses.
Strategic launch detected.
Builds in T1P.
Strategic
right
launch detected.
there. And say goodbye. Or you can just, reclaim these things if that's even possible. Whichever comes first. Yeah, there we go. Let's just go after what can actually blow up. If you can take Andy Rue down with you.
Strategic launch detected.
Tech 2 Land Factory. Bringing out the Percival's pretty soon. What have you done to the Setons match?
Strategic launch detected.
Now it's just more of the same. Team 1 knows they've won it, so now they're just kind of fucking around. Coming up with Titans. Is it just Titans? Yeah, it's just Titans. Oh boy. You know the nuke defense is down here, right? Oh, Cortalis has been killed. That leaves just Styre. Why make a para when you don't need to? It was no Aeon.
Strategic
Exactly.
launch detected.
Of course, the Paragon's only useful if you can effectively use your eco.
Strategic
afterwards.
launch detected. Strategic launch
If you're
detected.
hitting a Yolana Os, it's effective nearly immediately after it's built. Same with a Mavor. But with the Paragon, it's not a weapon in itself. Sometimes your investment comes up poor. Like, say, let's use that Mavor as an example. Say that was a Paragon. That would have just been a sad investment. No, I don't think anyone would want to build a Paragon when the enemy has a Yolana Os. And surprisingly enough, for as shitty as a position as this team, well, as Steyr has been in at this point, you still managed to keep this thing alive and firing for the 745 kills that it has. It only has 151 and this one has 71. This thing is 2/3 done. So there's a lot less kills.
Strategic launch detected.
I mean,
Strategic launch detected.
what we're witnessing now is Steyr's last stand. They played well.
Strategic launch detected.
Why you nuke there, though? Unless you're just trying to whittle out these defenses. Wait, what? No, that's the same one. I'm about to say, I keep thinking it's supposed to be up here. It's not. Like, I didn't expect Steyr to have a second. It's kind of unreasonable.
Strategic launch detected.
So, let's take a look at the reclaim it for the end of the match. 340,000 for Galactic Fear, while his Mirror 270. Oh boy. Come on, Riley, watch this. All these nukes land. A regular nuke and a Yellow Austin both taken to the ground. And that's all that he had left. Nope. He says he still has 3. Where's the
Strategic launch detected.
I'm going to guess it's... No, not that one. Not that one. No. Is he just pulling his leg?
Commander under attack.
Oh. Well, it was a good game anyway. Sure, it was decided a little too soon for... as far as I could tell. I mean, it seemed like it was pretty one-sided throughout most of the match. But it was one hell of a game.